Oh,
Oh, you cute
cute.
little puppy.
Welcome to a rare web exclusive from Gom Jabbar, a podcast all about all things Dune, from Frank Herbert's groundbreaking novels to the Denis Villeneuve movie coming soon. Hopefully, the HBO TV series that's going to be coming out eventually, maybe as well. Everything Dune. It that's our podcast. My name is Leo.
And I'm a boo. And today, Leo, we're going to correct a wrong. I wonder if you guys hear that siren. We're going to correct a
I do.
wrong. We made a mistake. Not really a mistake. We left something out in a recent episode of Gom Jabbar. And we had one of our listeners DM you, actually, I believe,
Yeah.
and ask us to correct that. So in a recent episode on our Animals of Dune episode, if you've had a chance to listen, we covered a lot of the interesting animals that readers of the Dune novels and potentially moviegoers might encounter when
Right.
they read Dune for the first time. And there was some common animals and some really interesting animals like the Thorse, the six-legged horse creature.
Which is interesting and also not even common in Dune.
Exactly.
Like talked about once.
Yeah, so we covered the full spectrum of animals. And at the end of the episode, we actually gave a special shout out to what you see on Leo's beautiful screen right there, the
Patrick
pugs.
Stewart. Oh, Pug.
And Patrick Stewart, always Patrick Stewart. But the pugs in the 1984 film, which
Yeah.
make no appearance in any Dune novel.
There's a lot
But
of
for some creative reason, the 1984 David Lynch film decided there needed to be pugs everywhere.
Yeah.
And we gave a special shout out at the end of the episode. But Leo,
Yeah.
we forgot another animal that made an appearance in that film.
We did. It's true. So user, and I'm going to say this wrong, Tiger, which is a theme in Gom Jabbar, Tiger Ausfi messaged me, quote, "Dude, you talked about pugs,
Uh-huh.
but skipped the milking cat,"
We did.
which, fair point.
Fair.
Yes.
A fair criticism.
I honestly, until I saw the message, I must have blacked that out of my memory. It's
No recollection.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And again, no point in the book, but
None.
you know where it does appear. David fucking Lynch film,
In the
and it's like,
1984.
there's like close-up shot. We should probably just look at the scene. So we have a character here trapped, and he's brought this
Mhm.
contraption. What is that?
Oh, what is this close up on the cat? The cat's honestly kind of sad. Is it missing legs?
No, I know. I think the legs are back.
The hind legs are trapped.
Maybe. I don't know. So I remember we watched this together. We watched this movie together, and I
Yeah.
just remember utter incredulity. Like I could not actually believe that this had been committed to film. This is really something. And I love, we have this character who's saying, "Oh, we have a cat for you. We've brought a cat. We brought you this." And doesn't he say, "We've brought a little cat"?
We brought you a little cat, Thufa.
It made it into the script in like 6 iterations. There are stage
Right.
directions that will say that there's a cat on screen. There's shots that they had to get that day. They were like, "Okay, guys, we got to get a close in on the cat in the." It's really,
Right.
I can't take my eyes away from it. Frankly, it's
Right.
it's a lot.
And rewatching this scene now again with you, I think I'm immediately gonna black it out again as soon as we're done recording this video. Like the pugs I think deserved our honorable mention because they're everywhere and they charge into battle clearly. Like, look at your background. Charge into battle. This cat shows up in just this one scene in the movie.
Right.
It is milked or something in that contraption, and that's it. And that was the creative choice. Again, if I can like go out on a theory,
Sure. Yeah.
and think too much into it. Extremely on brand for us again,
Yeah.
always. I think the intention potentially behind this was the filmmakers trying to show that the Atreides love their animals, love their pugs, like
Right.
their companions who would even charge into battle with them.
Right.
On the flip side, these other characters who are clearly the bad guys in that scene, you can see it. They're wearing all black and,
Not
like,
so, no.
exactly. So, and I think it's just another way to characterize, like, oh, these bad people,
Yeah.
like, torture their animals and put them in contraptions and use them as devices to an ends to a mean in some way.
Right.
And so I think potentially that was the way to go, on top of just being weird, incredibly weird.
We talk about in the Animals of Dune episode, again, this idea of the protagonists having dogs, right? You want to show the main characters, the people that we're rooting for, with sympathetic animals, and who are with animals that we have this kind of positive relationship to.
Yeah.
And this archetype of the villain having a cat, that's not nearly far enough for David Lynch. He's like, he's got a cat, but also he's milking it.
He's milking it. Yeah.
I
And
like
it's in a
the idea.
contraption.
I like the idea of tomorrow I'm going to say, hey, Abu, have you uploaded that video yet? And you're going to go, what video? What are you talking about?
What video?
About
we record
the
something?
milking cat. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Right. What a scene. I mean, there again, we can't reiterate this enough. There were some choices in the David Lynch film.
Yeah.
For better or worse, there were choices in that film,
happen.
and it's up to each one of us individually to decide which ones we remember and which ones we black out for eternity. So
It's really just a 2.5 hour collection of choices.
yeah, absolutely. Well, okay, so we wanted to do this little short web exclusive for our listeners, and specifically for Tiger. Let me get that pronunciation. Tigerosophy.
Sure. Nailed it.
So specifically, we love when our listeners reach out to us and connect with us and share their thoughts. And so we want to make sure that we respond in appropriate fashion. And we wanted to correct this wrong. We didn't talk about the cat. We did talk about the pugs. And now we've talked about both. So,
by the way, feel free to email us at gomjabbarpodcast@gmail.com. gomjabbarpodcast@gmail.com. It makes so much sense, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing we do.
yeah, when you think about it.
When you really think about it, it starts coming together.
That's a choice that we made.
It's a choice.
2 thumbs up.
That we hope you remember.
Exactly. So as always, you can find Gom Jabbar. There's the artwork right behind me. Beautiful artwork, custom made thanks to Leo's father, who's an artist, retired artist. But this was one last job. We got him out of retirement.
They dragged me back in for one last job. He sounds like.
But as always, you can find Gom Jabbar on any and every podcast platform out there. GomJabbar. We're a Dune podcast. We're focused on the world that Frank created. We're going to be covering the upcoming films and TV shows and all things Dune. So if you haven't read yet, if you're about to read, if you're reading right now, or if you're an avid fan and have been for decades, we are the podcast for you.
Yeah.
Find us wherever you find your podcast. And as always, reach out to us and share your thoughts with us. gomjabbarpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. And let's try saying it even with delay, the last little thing. Okay, you ready? Let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for what?
Oh,
okay.
okay. No, you're right. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the golden path.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Ship it.